acting as an agent for? Don't worry, don't ask too many questions, they've got lots of money. Can we buy your boat? Now it seems like you're having a lovely party over there. How's the champagne? It's amazing, isn't it? It really must be very nice hanging out with arms dealers and soldiers who are so good at putting your products to good use. Now, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, there's some fabulous boats on offer, although to be honest with you, I think it could do with a little bit of a touch-up in terms of its paint. If you're going to sell it, really it should be looking nice and shiny. We need to get a few more soldiers to clean it up a little bit. We need to be proud of our war machinery. Fantastic, what a lovely boat. Does it come with any weapons included? I'm interested in buying the boat, but only if it's got some decent weaponry. Do we get some missiles? Can somebody help me? I've got lots of money to spend on behalf of a Middle Eastern dictator. We need one of your boats.
Okay, so we're here making a film about the arms exhibition. Are you here for the exhibition?
Yeah.
Right. What can I just ask you? Do you mind sharing with me what you're here? Are you buying? Are you selling? What are you?
We buy and we sell. Both.
Right. And you're from Poland.
Yeah.
Yeah. How has it been today? Have you made some good business?
Busy as normal as it is usually on the trade show like that. Meetings.
A lot of meetings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were there any nice stands? Do you see any good equipment? What equipment impressed you most?
Hard to say just.
What sort of stuff do you buy and sell? What kind of stuff?
Okay, for example, your laser weapons. Yeah.
Oh, laser weapons.
Yeah.
Are they good? Good. They're.
I think so. This is not actually what we are specialized in, but.
What do you mind sharing? What you're specialized in?
Equipment.
Aviation. So like army, like Air Force.
Yeah.
Kind of stuff, right? And what kind of stuff? What kind of stuff at the top of the range? I mean.
Aviation spare parts.
Aviation spare parts. Right. And do you? A lot of people, I think. Well, not a lot. I think some people have a lot of questions about the arms industry. Where do you? You say you buy and sell. Where do you sell to? I mean, are there any limits to who you sell to, or do you sell to anyone?
Well, we sell mostly to Polish Ministry of Defense.
The Polish Ministry of Defense. Okay, right. And you buy from all over, right? And is the Polish Ministry of Defense a trustworthy organisation? Do you think?
Yeah, of course it is.
Yes. Right.
No, it's a government organization. Yeah.
Oh, it's a government organisation.
Yeah.
So you think government organisations are trustworthy?
Well, why we shouldn't trust our government?
Really?
Our military.
Oh, okay, fair enough. What about you? Would you agree with that?
I agree with my colleagues.
They're trustworthy. The government in Poland. I don't know what here. I personally wouldn't trust them as far as I can throw them. But in Poland, perhaps it's different. In Poland, you have the government are made up of really fine people. Trustworthy? You think so? Okay, brilliant. Well, thank you. They do their job. Right. Great. Lovely. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for speaking to me. Do you ever have any moral, ethical questions about getting involved with selling arms, bearing in mind, I mean, do you ever sometimes, let's say you're trying to get to sleep at night and you think, I wonder where those arms got to, I wonder who they killed or maimed.
I would sleep peacefully if I know I will have a good arms.
If you what?
If we have a good arms.
If you have, I see, if Poland's got lots of really good
Last time
equipment.
when we had weak army, it ended up with 6 million people put into the Owens when the Germans invaded us.
Right.
So, we cannot afford to have weak army and to be weak.
Right, so you need good. Right.
This might end up actually in another genocide, you see what's happening in Russia. Ukraine had a very weak army.
Right.
They were invaded, and what's going on there? There is no law, no order, people are killed, it's hypothetical, so...
Right. So that's quite, in a way, that's quite good for the arms trade, isn't it? What happened in Ukraine, because it's it encourages lots of other countries to make sure they're armed to the teeth.
No, it's
so it's
not
quite
about
good.
This,
No?
They are independent country. They were invaded basically, by
Right.
others. So they are defending themselves. So I can understand perfectly. If somebody assaults you on the street, well, you will defend yourself.
Yeah, yeah,
You
absolutely.
will not ask to be stabbed by knife or something.
Right.
If somebody assaults you, you defend. That's it. That's
Yeah, yeah.
simple logic.
Right, right,
And
got
it's
it.
better to have a gun than in that occasion, not just your empty heads, yeah?
Right. Yeah. Okay. Great.
Can I ask you a question? Do you think that then Bashar al-Assad has the right to defend his country, Syria?
Well, I would say that the situation there is complicated. Like Assad he's a crook. Yeah. He's not democratic like that. He basically was appointed as the son of his father. Yeah. But well, the guy that are trying to like throw him away, from Damascus, are they any better? Well, in my opinion, no. I mean, ISIS people. Well, you see the situation. They had the weak army. The army got collapsed. So well, you had Bashar al-Assad. Well, he was not the perfect, I would say. Like when it comes to the human rights and everything. But right now you have the people who are basically sliding throat of other people because they are Muslims or let's say Shia, Sunni, or they're Christians, yeah. So they're blowing up, the history of the country just because. Yeah. So well, if I would have to decide between Bashar al-Assad and ISIS, well, I think I don't have to explain, I don't have to, like choose because ISIS for sure it's worse than Assad. So
But don't-
there is no good solution for that. I mean, if you throw, Bashar al-Assad, well, the same situation you have that you have in Libya. Yeah, in Libya somebody decided that it's good to overthrow, Gaddafi. Yeah, Gaddafi was a piece of shit, but this country after the collapse of Gaddafi, well, are they better? Well, they got rid of the tyrant, yeah, but right now they have the situation that everybody is running away from this country.
But don't you think like a market like that, where you sell arms, basically, it doesn't, ISIS, where do they get their weapons from?
China, Iran,
They have Humvees. China doesn't make Humvees.
China. Well, Humvees, they actually took from the Iraqi army. The Iraqi army was weak, so they overran a lot of bases.
But you said weak. It's like it was a proper army, the Iraqi army.
Okay, no.
And ISIS is not a proper army. It's like a bunch of people from all over the world, not speaking the same language, getting together, and they can overthrow another army, organized army. Don't you think there's something a bit strange in
Well,
that?
you had the same situation in the 12th century when you have the Crusades. You had a bunch of knights all over Europe. They were not speaking the same language. They were from UK, from France, from Poland, from Germany, from all the other countries.